Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Friday, October 23rd, 2009. This morning I'd like to go through an interesting feature of the debugger that supports test-driven development. And to do that I need to load a package. So let's go to the Parcel Manager, go to Popular, scroll down a bit and find SUnit Tools, load that. This brings in test support into the browser, and it's a little better integrated with VisualWorks than the RB SUnit extensions were, and a little integrated in a little more pretty way as well. So let's go to see how that works. We'll bring a browser up. And I'm going to make this small enough to fit completely in the view, and we'll create a new package. This is going to be our package for having both the extension and the test. So I'm going to call this extra arithmetic because for our example I'm going to try to generate a cubed method. So let's call our class arithmetic tests. So in test-driven development fashion I'm going to build my test class first. So I have sunit.testCase as my superclass, arithmetic test as my class, and now I need to have a method. So I'm going to just go ahead and write test cubed, and I'm going to do an assert. The API to this is the same as sunit, so assert 3 cubed equal 3 times 3 times 3. And it's going to tell me cube doesn't exist. That's kind of the point, so I'm going to proceed past that. Go down here, you see these icons appeared, and this one's run and this one's debug. Let's run. It's going to tell me it's red because it failed, because cube doesn't exist, so I'll debug. And once I get the debugger, you notice it's telling me that I'm in process here in the browser, and I'll bring this up, and I'll look down here, test cube doesn't exist. I can go straight up here to where the exception happened. Here's where it's telling me that it doesn't understand that method, so I'm going to do a define method here, and it's going to offer to generate cube for me straight in small integer. Probably not where I want it, but I'll leave that be for the moment. And now what I need to do is write my method. So I'm going to say answer self times self times self. I'm going to accept that. And now I'm going to proceed this. And now notice my test passed. But this is not completely correct. What I'm going to do is say test cubed for float. We'll have a new test. We'll say 3.0, go 3.0, 3.0, 3.0, and now we'll try to run that one, and you notice that fails, and it's obvious the cube doesn't exist for floats. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and find browse implementers of cubed. We're going to do two things to this. First, we're going to right click on it and move this to our package because we wanted in extra arithmetic. So let's say yes to that. And now once that's moved to the right place, what we want to do is we want to refactor this. So we want to refactor and push it up. So it's going to push it up one. So let's go down here into the browser so we can see what we just did. We'll go to extra arithmetic. Notice it's an integer now. We'll select cubed. We don't want it in integer, we want it one more level up, so let's go to refactor. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing push up again. And if I scroll down, you'll find that in extra arithmetic, I've now moved it up to number. That still may not be the right place, it may belong in magnitude, but at this point, what I can do is I can go back to my tests, run both of them, and you notice that they're green because my one cubed method in number will apply to both integers and floats. So two things that I can do with the browser that support my test-driven development plans here. One, when I write my test and the method doesn't exist, the browser will allow me, or the debugger rather, will allow me to define the method. Two, if it defines it in a place I don't want, either in the hierarchy or package-wise, I can use the browser to push it over to where it belongs, in this case my package, and then use refactoring to push it to the right level of the hierarchy so that it's existing where I need it and want it. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.